But because of that, and then so let's say I misunderstood it.
Okay, so that was the initial fight for us. God. And then we used to fight in the kitchen. You remember our last fight was in the kitchen.
About the poo? About rice balls?
Okay, it's not rice balls, and nobody says poo.
Okay.
We're all adults.
The poo
maybe the white guy says poo.
Yeah. I definitely says poo.
I'm from South Philly. I've never said poo. Poo is on a menu somewhere. In Korea.
Yeah.
No, shitballs.
Shitballs, that's right.
That was before all this started.
Right.
So that was probably, I put a negative.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Well, this is what she used to say.
Confused,
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Okay, she used to
What
say.
What nationality are you?
Filipino.
Okay. Good. Filipino.
The Asians in her neighborhood growing up in South Philly, right, used to pick shitballs.
Wait, what does
we
that
called
mean?
them shitballs. They were little ginkgo. Somebody sent me a thing. I think it's ginkgo balls. They grow on trees, and they really, truly smell like hardcore sewer shit. And when we would play football, if we got it on our clothes, my mother would lose her shit. She was like, just burn your clothes outside. And walk around naked. No one likes you. She hated it. She hated it. And so for years they were like, don't play. The shitballs are out there.
Yeah.
So we had to find. We would play football, tackle football on cement because we couldn't go on the grass because of the shitballs.
Yeah.
So one day we saw all these Asian ladies picking it up. So I was like, what the?
Sounds about right.
Right? So
Yeah.
I went over and I go, and I don't know nothing. I'm an Irish kid living in an all-Italian neighborhood.
Yeah.
So all I know are meatballs, pasta. Like I don't know anything.
Yeah.
And I go over and I'm like, what are you doing? Like, it's not apples, bitch.
Yeah.
It's shitball.
Yeah.
Those things stink. She goes, oh, we make a soup. Get the fuck out of here. I was pissed.
Right. Okay. But now when she's telling me this, right?
I don't know what kind of Asian she is.
I know, but in my head, it's an attack on me.
Of course.
Right? Because I'm sitting there. I don't think she
Paranoid
likes me as it is.
schizophrenia.
Right?
Yeah. You hear
and
this.
she's talking about, hey, your people eat shitballs. Right? And I'm like, what? I've never heard of that.
You make
You
soup.
guys do. You guys make soup out of the shit. Right? And I'm like, that's an attack on my fucking heritage, bitch.
Well, my father fought in Korea.
I know he did.
No, but I'm just. I remember I was on the phone one time with my dad, and I was telling him about Bobby because this was when we were like human to each other. And I was like, he's Korean, and he goes, north or south, girl. And I'm like, oh my God, I didn't even think of that. Bobby, north or south?
South. 100%. Okay, lady.
Okay, calm down, fucker.
So then after that, years.
Just quiet, like silence. Because to me, like I said, he evaporated.
Yeah. To me, she existed. Like, I would see her in the hallway, and I'd have to
I hate that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, in my head, I had to go, gotta go around. Gotta go around. And that's almost every night.
Because I was a waitress there for 12 years. He was on stage every night.
Whoa.
How awful is that?
It's
I feel
awful.
terrible.
It's awful.
Not even a head nod or anything.
Right.
It's just,
Oh, fuck no. What are you, nuts? I'm Irish. When we close down, we close.
She closed.
Did you ever hang out with Irish people?
No.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
When we shut down.
Yeah, she shut down.
Cold.
I evaporated. She shut down. Right?
It's brutal.
Yeah.
He could have been in the hallway, and to me, that was just a ghost.
Damn.
Like,
That's what it felt like, I swear to God. She would even have conversations with people that I'm friends with. We were friends with the same
around
friends.
him.
Around me, right?
Like, if he was there, I'd be talking to you directly.
Through him.
As if he wasn't.
Yeah. And
That's mean,
and
man.
I know. And it went on.
I'm mean. I'm
It
sorry.
went. No, it's okay. I'm sorry for ratting people. I'm a rat. But it 20 years of that.
But then I left for a year and came back after Freddie passed as a comic, which is even worse for him. 'Cause he's like, I didn't know he had all this stuff cooped up in his head.
Yeah.
I was just like, okay, let me get better at stand-up, but avoid
Bobby.
Yeah.
Bobby. And I wasn't a regular, so I was just doing. You wouldn't come in on those nights that mostly I was there.
Yeah,
so
but
we didn't
I would.
cross.
I swear to God, a couple of times I knew you were on stage, and I would go in to see you, and in my head I'm like, please bomb.
So
Like,
obsessed.
please not be funny.
See how negative I'm not?
And then when she would get a laugh, it would ruin my whole week.
Why are you
It
so
would
obsessed?
It would devastate me.
That's
I'd be laying in bed
terrible.
like, dear God, please give her lung cancer.
Oh my God. You know what's weird?
Yeah,
I'd be praying for the same shit.
Yeah. Like I hated her. I'm being real right now.
Yeah.
No, and I appreciate
Yeah,
it. being
yeah.
real. But then when I became I was like, okay, I'm going to be professional because to me, I was raised technically by Mitzi in the Comedy Store,
Yeah.
where it was the Comedy Store, not the waitress store. Nobody gave a shit about the wait staff or the door guy. The comics were important. So he was a hierarchy, technically. So I'm like, can't fuck with that in my head. So one time he came in to do I was hosting open mic and he came in to do a spot.
Oh gosh.
And I was so nervous, and I think I mentioned every single thing you've ever done. Like I gave the best intro, ridiculous.
Like it was almost overboard.
Like,
And at the time,
Yeah.
Ari Shafir and you hadn't made up yet, and Ari was sitting in the audience.
so many battles.
Yeah.
I know. So you know it's
So
not
imagine
me.
now
It's not me. It's him. He's
Yeah. You know what, guys? You know what? I'm gonna tell you this right now. I've been in battles, okay?
Yeah.
And I'm a fucking warrior for life, and I'm not gonna make excuses for that.
okay. Sit
All
down.
right? That's it. All right? Yes, I'm a liar. I'm
Who
a
are you in
deceiver.
battle with?
I'm a deceiver. But let me say something. It's all based. We have a commercial break. We have a commercial break.
Yeah, what is
What is it? Who's our sponsor?
And we do have a sponsor, and that is 23 and